Not so much of entertainment though, but politics and all of that, right? And just to keep us updated, there's been a fresh attack in Ebonyi State, and we heard that 2 people were beheaded, 7 kidnapped, and houses were burnt in this fresh Ebonyi crisis. And Abakaliki, the suspected warlord, early yesterday, which was Sunday, attacked Ikachi village in one area of Ohachiku local government area of Ebonyi State, killing 2 persons and destroying properties worth millions of naira. Now, it was also learned that the 2 killed were beheaded, while 7 persons were kidnapped and 5 houses were burned down. In a statement in Abakaliki, President General of Ephelium Community, Dr. James Agena, he said the attackers suspected to be Eza warriors struck the village early morning of Sunday, killing the 2 people and kidnapping the 7 persons. Now, the deceased are one 19-year-old and I think a 78 years old man. Now, the latest attack is in addition to the alleged Eza warriors attack in a particular state where that Mrs. Cecilia was killed and her head was served. The security situation is not one that we'll back down talking about, because I mean it keeps going on and spreading across different parts of the nation. And again, I'd always remind us that the reason we bring this to the attention of the public is so that the government and the necessary bodies are aware of what is currently ongoing and what can be done to that effect. Now, we see that the president made offered fresh appointments to a couple of people, but he offered one to Ajuri Ngelale, his special advisor on media and publicity. Now, Ngelale was named the Special Presidential Envoy on Climate Action and Secretary of the newly established 25-man committee to oversee green economic activities. Now, we have been talking about all of the activities to go back to green energy or introduce green energy in the Nigerian system, and this is where we talked about the president's newest policy or latest policy about introducing the CNG buses or the CNG cars, which means that petrol powered vehicles will now be banned. We talked about it here, and the president talked about how that will be starting with parastatals, government offices and all of that, probably to do a test run and eventually spread across other parts of the country and other sectors as well. Now, the controversies that was stirred up as regards of the appointment that was given to Ajuri Ngelale was, giving one person multiple appointments. Will that in any way encourage effectiveness in the discharge of their duties? Now, if we have heard Ajuri talk a couple of times, we would know it's someone who is quite intelligent and knows the job quite well, seeing his wide level of exposure and how he has gained the knowledge that he has over the years. But a lot of Nigerians have come to the conclusion that giving one person multiple appointments might just not encourage some level of effectiveness, that which we ought to see or that which we desire to see in the system. Remember, we've had lots of people underperform, and the president talked about introducing his he talked about withdrawing some of them if their performances are not satisfactory. But giving one person multiple appointments might just bring about some level of redundancy in that sector. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. Now, we also talked about the cybersecurity levy. Of course, Nigerians, didn't find that funny. It was all over the place. 0.5%, putting it out there. We have to pay that amount of money again. Why do we have to pay the bank to protect their system? Lots of conversations stirred up from there. And I think we had it for a couple of 3 days. It didn't end. It kept coming up and up and up again. But to that effect, the Central Bank of Nigeria has withdrawn its earlier circular that was directing commercial banks, mobile money operators, and other financial institutions to implement the National Cybersecurity Levy. Now, the move was primarily informed by the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his directive. We have withdrawn this circular, withdrawn this new policy which we tried to implement, and then a couple of years later someone will come up somewhere and say we're still paying that amount of money, as in the case of the fuel subsidy. So yes, we're hoping that is completely withdrawn out of the system and we don't get any undertone of charges. Now, let me know also what your thoughts are best for 10 whole years. 10 whole years, a very disheartening situation, very disheartening situation. And it's a good thing that they have been brought back or they've been rescued after 10 years. But again, what next for these people? Because they have been, if that is outside what it ought to be. We talked about 15,000 naira as the new minimum wage. Seems like Labour is not stepping back on this demand. But there's been some level of back and forth between the organized labor and the Nigerian government as regards the minimum wage. Again, we'll keep talking about it here, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are about these conversations that I've rolled out for the general open banters. Keep it locked in, and let's have your contributions on 090-7353-0044 or 09087668888. You can also leave us a message on WhatsApp if you want to be a part of the conversation, giving us your 2 cents on all of these issues on 090-9705-445. Supplying diesel and aviation fuel in Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Hello? Hi, good morning. I'm Miss Bello. Is that the French radio?
Oh no, sorry. This is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
All right. Let's keep it coming through on 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-8888. Remember, you can be a part of the conversation by just sending us a message on WhatsApp on 090-9705-4450.
For me, of the three, is the information given by Dangote Group chairman, Mr. Aligo Dangote, that by June, Nigeria will cease from importing fuel from external or from other countries. I think it's a kudos. And this is to say that when this man was doing this project, a lot of people was on his neck. But today, you can imagine the benefit we will have as a nation. Concerning subsidy of anything again, because we have gotten a solution to our problem of fuel subsidy. Finally, Madam Mata, concerning the economy, I think it's a booster. It is setting our naira. It will be the pressure on dollar we are suffering for, especially in bringing all these products. And not only that, Nigeria will now want to be a hub for sub-West African countries to come and start trading. That will give a leverage for our people that know how to do business. We have series of people now engaging in selling fuel to other countries, in selling so many things from
Good day. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning. Is that Paul?
Yeah, this is Paul.
Okay, Paul. It's good to have you join us here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Mata. Well, first of all, I need to commend you people for always keeping us abreast with the latest and trending things and giving us the opportunity and what.
Hello, are you there? It seems like your network is not.
No.
Yes, I can now.
Okay. What's the matter?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Thank you. Solomon from Anagada, it's good to have you. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata.
Hi, Salasi. How are you doing today?
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Is the name that I hear from Comrade Haruna or from Kujo that nobody calls?
Yeah, I said that. I think I was calling his name all through last week, and I don't know what the problem is. I
didn't hear from you. Maybe
right.
I think if I have a personal contact, maybe I will check him.
All right, please do reach out to me.
I agree with that on that day and the last caller.
All right.
That is the good news about the promises of Dangote. You know, we need to understand that even the government, there's a lot of money for tourism alone. They have big places, but they make a lot of money for tourism. Because people, if you are traveling, you must connect on this to other countries. And what is happening? We still have all the tourism down. We have the Caribbean Reserve, we have Abu Dhabi, right? We have so many places. But most of these people, you hear the money they are taking in. If you don't go to law and so because of the insecurity. So if they can be able to do something about this insecurity, honestly, it will help us. I will conclude by saying, tomorrow meeting, I get to the survivor. Tomorrow meeting, I get to the survivor. It could be anyone out there listening to me. Insecurity is a constant in the market. You never know who it may be. Thank you for giving me the privilege.
right. Thank you so much, Selassie, for that contribution there. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Number one, accommodation for workers. Number two, number three, a lot of business coming up in to support the demand and or the service the community there. So it's open up a lot of things for Nigeria investment and a lot of investment in Nigeria and also generate the GDP and create employment. So
Right.
rather than coming up with that. I mean, when they release the diesel crashed from 1,009 to 1,002, 1,003. Now, if you release the gas, the petrol, that means that maybe from 700 naira, because about between 450 and 500 naira. So this is not a problem for Nigeria. So me, I'm celebrating it. So you know, I'm not celebrating it. No problem. No, they target something. You manipulate. He has done his job. Everything is good. Now, my problem or my call on the government is for them to create a enabling environment for Dangote to strike. Whether we like it or not, like what the last caller said, we have a stake in Dangote. So the only thing government here, I want to see that government provides a means of transportation that they can be lifting this fuel to other parts of the country. If they are going to do it through pipeline, they do it. If they are going to do it to revive our own people, let them collaborate and see how they can ease the way of transporting this fuel to other zones. Last week I was in KB. Maybe 1 liter of fuel is 1,200. 1 liter of fuel is
15,000 is a realistic.
depend on the corporate way. And it depends on the reality from ground.
Okay.
If you look at matter, you see why the reason why I start and don't go down 650, there are a lot of parameters. When you look at the cost of governance, you look at what politicians, okay, you are in a ministry. You are sitting down, the minister is coming. The minister will preside over that ministry. They will buy cars. You will see the way they lavish on all those things. Even our national assembly are supposed to run oversight. Look at the kind of lifestyle, look at the kind of luxurious things they have. Look at the things that are giving the workers challenges, they are giving workers problems. And yes, you go to the same market to buy these things. And then buy it at ease. Like now, if my food business strategy, business skills, if government will provide a leveling environment, we will have millions of more Dangotes on the stage. With Nigeria population over 200 million, Dangote cannot monopolize supply chains. Let we break Dangote monopoly. We want to see more business tycoons with leisure capacity, with technical, with economic know-how, with technical know-how. Even their collaborators come, they provide the supply chains in every sector of our national life. Dangote is into cement production. We are not enjoying it. Dangote is into several produce, and they are on a higher side. So we need